Okay. That was a complete waste of 5 minutes. Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh review. Tonight I'm going to look at the Walking Dead building set by McFarlane Toys. I was wandering around Toys R Us looking for something to, pick up, as we tend to do whenever we haven't bought anything in a while. And I haven't bought anything in a while. And a while to me is like a week and a half. I start getting that, urge. But I saw this. It was actually in the NECA aisle. This, along with the governor's room and the blind bags and this figure set right here. Well, I think the individual figures come blind bagged, and then Rick and Merle and some walkers come in like a 5-pack. But I didn't see the prison tower, which is really tempting, but I did see the governor's room, which was really tempting too, just to have as a diorama piece. But I went with Daryl and the chopper just because it looks like a smaller set. It was a little bit cheaper. I wanted to get my my feet wet. I didn't want to jump whole hog buy all the sets and then end up not liking it. Due to a technical issue, my camera decided to just drop the whole first of the video where I opened the box. Here's a quick rundown of what you miss. I opened the box. Each component is individually bagged. The guardrails are individually bagged. The grass is all in bags. The concrete, the strap, and the dirt, all in individual. I mean, it's all in one bag. And Daryl in a bag, motorcycle in a bag. So it's pretty cool. It's not like a Lego set where everything is, just mixed in all together and you got to go through separating it all out. It's already separated out. Randomly put in pieces of with the cracks. There's plain pavement pieces and then pavement pieces with cracks on them. All the ones with cracks, it's the same piece. You just have to randomly turn them, twist them. That way they don't look the same, back and forth. I have 2 right here that match same direction, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. The guardrails, there's a section with 2 pins or nipples, as Todd likes to call them, and a piece that goes into the grass. There's 4 of these pieces with grass on them that you put on the inside strap, and then the guardrail snaps onto it. And it's probably a good thing that the camera lost the video, because I was cursing quite a bit at this grass. This grass is rubbery, and when you try to put it in the peg hole, some of them mushroom out, don't want to go in the holes right here. And some of them, you get in there, they're a little loose, they fall right out. Like you can see this one right here is going to fall out if I tip it. This one and this one's going to fall out if I tip them. But I can see why they're rubber. It's just random. It looks better when it's all bunched together. See how the end right there, when I try to push it in, it just does not want to go. And with the holes being so close together, you try to push one in and you end up knocking some others out or over, or it's kind of frustrating. Really, if you're going to put this together, I would almost dip each one in super glue before you stuff it in there. That way it's secure, that way it's tight. Real quickly to recap, when I opened it, I looked at the instructions. It's pretty straightforward. Some of the pictures, it's kind of hard to tell where it needs to go. That's mostly when you get to the motorcycle or to the back of this. When you put the guardrail together, it just kind of says shove it in the back, but you're going to want to put those, even though there's peg holes all along the back of this, as you can see right here, you're going to want to put them in the end holes. That way they fit together. I guess you could switch up where you put it, the grass, but they just look uniform like that. It's Guardrail. And in the instruction booklet, it gives you Todd's tips to, customize the grass by grouping pieces together to form clumps. It's kind of basic stuff. Here's mix up the order of the dirt pieces to create a more natural look. Todd's tips. It seems kind of pretentious, like Todd McFarlane himself is telling me how to put this together. But all in all, it's pretty straightforward. It's almost, like a Lego set. So that's what you missed. Me cussing a lot at these grass tufts. And we'll get on to the motorcycle. Next, it calls for the motorcycle, which I feel like is going to be kind of a pain. Just going by how tight pegs are, but you know what I'm talking about. The tires aren't, well, they're kind of rubber. Not bad. There's a hole on the bottom side. I don't know if that hole needs to be on bottom. Probably, though, I'm assuming. Goes on the rim. Wait, what is this saying? Oh, yeah. See, it shows the hole on bottom. And it acts like you can just slip it on. Are there two different tires? They both... Oh, no. There's a thinner one and a thicker one. But it doesn't actually tell. Okay. The one with the hole goes on the rim with the less spokes. Yep. No, that was a lot easier than trying to put it on the wrong rim. Lot easier. Tires are put together. Okay. The front forks, hooks up, handlebars. What am I, a bike builder now? That's kind of cool. You can adjust where the handlebars go. Maybe, if they don't fall back out of the hooks. Oh, they pop in. Yeah. So you get a little adjustment to the handlebars. That'll come in handy. Okay. This one goes on the front. Ooh. Oh, look at that. It even turns. What am I looking for? Headlight? Yep, like so. Good grief. Okay, we have that. We have this tire going up in here. It still turns. Got the hole right there. And I think it wants me to do this. There's a peg hole where the peg goes in and then the other one clips. If I could see that. Really? I'm trying not to break you, Chopper. I like how easy the instructions make it. Let's see. Maybe I'm getting too far ahead. Nope, it's just an arrow pointing saying stick it in. So, I'm trying not to knock all my grass out. there you go. And you still have turn movement. I want to say the chopper handlebars need to be up a little bit. Okay, gas tank. Yep, 2 separate pieces. And goes on the peg. Oh, and that's gonna... Well, the good thing about it, it pegs into the top, so maybe that'll hold it together once it's on there. Yeah. Okay. No need for cursing. What is that? Up underneath... Oh, well, look at that spiffy. Okay. I have the little skull right there. Okay, we have the bike seat. We have saddlebags. And the peg is in the bottom of the seat. Of course, fall right off. Okay. Oh, and the engine goes in. Let's see how this works. Okay, there's a peg. I'm guessing that slot right there has a L shape in it that makes it stop inside this slot right here. And it looks like that's all that holds it in. Uh-oh. What is this tube? And what is this tube? Oh, that has to be exhaust pop, right? What kind of insane... That pop doesn't even look the same as the other one. Why is it pointing down? Okay, you're coming back out, motor. This can only go this way. Oh, it's looping under. Like that. Are you kidding me? And this one's going here? That's not right. That pop doesn't even look like the picture. Right here. It's got a big bend in it. Okay, let's put the motor back in. This loops around this way and then goes in the motor. So it kind of holds there. That's not bad. What the hell is this? Oh, it's supposed to look like it's looping back into the pipe. I'm no mechanic, but I'm gonna guess this is like a dual exhaust piped into a single. You know what the best thing about this is? It's gonna be this way. I don't give a crap about this pipe. It's not going on there. And I'm guessing this goes here. Okay. Now it's saying put Daryl together. Does he come with the crossbow goes on the bike, apparently. Because it shows. What the hell does it show? It doesn't even show his crossbow on the bike. But the picture is showing that it just goes down on there. Maybe? Who knows? Let's put Daryl together. Daryl. Let's put Daryl together. That's kind of nifty. He has a knife hanging off his hip. But on this one, his legs are one solid piece. They don't want you standing Daryl up, I guess. Okay. This is another frustrating thing. I got it with the walker. Now I have it with Daryl. It's hard to tell when he's pushed all the way down on the ball joint. Right arm. And the right arm, what the hell? Same with the walker. Left arm. And just like the walker, the left arm goes on fine. No problem. Now let's see if the head's the same, where it's kind of hard to push down on there. The sculpt looks pretty good. It looks like Daryl. Which, you know, you get the hair, you get the kind of squinty eyes, you have Daryl. Not a lot of paint. I mean, there's some wash and some dry brush to the jacket. He's got the wings on the back. Other than that, though, I mean, I would have liked to see some skin tone shading, just to kind of bring out some detail. But what are you going to do? I mean, this is small. Okay, I'm guessing the handlebars need to go forward. And his hands look like they're open, but I'm not shoving the handlebars up in there. Although, it doesn't really look like crossbow fall off. Okay, final thoughts on this after the build. I like the final look. I mean, it's kind of cool looking to have a little diorama with a walker, with Daryl driving down the highway, or the interstate, I should say. It clearly points out it's an interstate. The build was a little bit frustrating, only because I can see why they went with the rubber grass and weeds and stuff to make it look a little more random. I left out a couple. There's plenty of peg holes for all the grass that comes with it, but I didn't use all of it simply because I got sick of, falling out. With the guardrail and how the set is set up, you don't really see the peg holes left over in the grass. So, like this, sitting on the shelf, you'll never see it. Like I said, I really like the set. I wish there was a little more randomness to the cracks in the pavement. But what are you going to do? I mean, it's mass-produced. It'd be hard to match up. I like, even though these are tiny scale, they're painted really well. Not a lot, I mean, there's no eyes or teeth or that kind of thing, but, the details in the clothes and the sculpts are really well done. They retain a little bit of movement after being put together, so you have a little, choice in how you're going to pose these, which I'm probably going to end up just like this. At first glance, the interstate sign looks huge, but at the same time, we drive the interstate all the time. We're going 70 miles an hour. We see the sign. They look kind of small, but when you actually get up on them, they are kind of, they're big. I ended up with a speed limit sign in my bedroom when I was, early 20s, just one of those things that was on the side of the road. Probably illegal. I'm probably admitting to that. That was 20 years ago. Ha! Statute of limitations. And it was much bigger than what I thought it would be. So I can see. That looks pretty good. I mean, the bullet holes in the sign, the paint job on it, makes it look, used, old, neglected, I should say. So it works for the set. Same with Daryl and the motorcycle. There's some detail in it. Looks good. I had a little trouble with the pipe. I still have no idea how to get that in there and make it look right, only because of the frustration of the whole build itself. I'm not saying the whole build was frustrating. I like the guardrail. I like the pieces. The motorcycle had a couple of, kinks in it. The grass is really what set me off. All in all, I'm probably, and this crossbow, I'll have to figure out how it actually goes on there. But the motorcycle's nice, Daryl's nice, it looks good all together. I don't know if his hands actually are supposed to go on the pegs. I'm not going to force them on there, only because of how small everything is. But it works as, sitting as a diorama. The pipe, the exhaust pipe, seems to want to stay right now, but I'm not going to get crazy playing with it. I think I'm going to pick up the governor's room and maybe even the tower set if my Toys R Us gets it. Because really, all these on a shelf, having a shelf of just these would be kind of cool. It says it's compatible with other building sets. I don't know if I would want to stick Lego pieces on here or not, only because, the bright colors. I'd keep it as is, the worn look, the pegs, or the nipples, I should say, are not exposed. It doesn't look like it was a building set. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the governor's room, especially it said something about the fish tank slide up. I think that would look really sweet on a shelf. So, altogether, for $20, not bad. I'm happy with the final product, despite some cursing as I was putting it together. So if you like the video, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the Fwoosh.